They do like a camera. So if you hear any complaints, the first 17 minutes had no volume.
How did you even realize it's?
Sam, our tech guy who set it up, says, I don't know what happened, and we did figure it out. So,
Rough.
yeah,
How come Gino doesn't come anymore?
because I don't want to pay him to come.
Oh.
So, and really, I mean, as long as I schedule this to have it unmuted, then we're fine, now that they set this up ahead of time, so. All right,
All right, we ready?
yep,
Okay, so let the record reflect that no other business was discussed other than what was contained on the agenda. Also, let the record reflect at 8:08 p.m. we reconvene into open session. All right,
12.1.
sorry, I've got to find my place. 12.1, potential board action on the personnel consent agenda. Leanne Cannon, transferring from special education at Finley to sixth grade social studies for the 25-26 school year. Sudanaha, Spence, paraprofessional at Ridge Lawn, starting March 12th. Substitute teacher list including Rashanaha Baldwin and Mona Nasser. And then notification of resignations, do I need to read those names as well? Ashley Parrott and Megan Amato. Looking for a vote?
Make a motion.
Thank you.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder.
Aye.
Mrs. Lebudzick,
Aye.
Mr. Medina.
Aye.
And Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye. 12.2, potential board action to award tenure to the following individuals. Nancy Brashnana.
Yeah, I can read them if you
No,
like.
yeah, would you do that for me, please?
Yeah, we have Nancy Bresnahan,
They're better, way better.
Evan Kafka, Teresa Kehoe, Linda Mosa, Nicole Pachalski, Kevin Ryan, Alina Schilling. We'll actually be pulling Rahan Shrida. And then we also have Jordan Sparakis and Christina Wine.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
Mrs. Lebudzick,
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Aye.
Mr. Medina,
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
and Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye. Congrats to those.
Yeah.
That was a great
Always
thing.
exciting. Yeah.
Exciting thing. Okay, 12.3, potential board action to approve a memorandum of understanding between the Chicago Ridge Education Association and the district, excuse me.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Mr. Medina,
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Aye.
Mrs. Lebudzick,
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
and Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye. 12.4, potential board action to approve a salary adjustment for Veronica Kita, speech language pathologist at Ridge Lawn. From,
Central.
Ridge Central, from MA +0 to MA +18. Sorry, my eyes are starting to trick me.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mr. Medina,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Lebudzick,
Aye.
and Mrs. Petropoulos.
12.5, potential board, oh,
You gotta say aye.
aye, excuse me. Aye, thank you, ma'am. Okay, 12.5, potential board action to approve a leave of absence for Rawan Alawad, paraprofessional at Ridge Lawn, starting September 11th through December 19th, 2025. Thank you.
Second.
I'll second.
Mrs. Lebudzick,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
Mr. Medina,
Aye.
and Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye, 12.6, potential board action on retroactive leave.
For Ramatullah Yassin Al-Jubari.
Thank you very much. Substitute teacher for the district, March 4th, 2025 through March 16th, 2025.
I'll make a motion.
A second.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Aye.
Mrs. Lebudzick,
Aye.
Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
Mr. Medina,
Aye.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
and Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye, 12.7, potential board action on the resolution releasing closed session minutes and destruction of verbatim recordings, 18 months and older.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Mrs. Lammle,
Aye.
Mrs. Bergen,
Aye.
Mr. Medina,
Aye.
Mrs. Grove,
Aye.
Mrs. Lebudzick,
Aye.
Mrs. Schroeder,
Aye.
and Mrs. Petropoulos.
Aye, 13.0, looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned at 8:12 p.m. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.